beliefs inquire from? They inquire from epistemology here, right? So I'm gonna be giving you a semantical reduction because clearly your low tier ass cannot
So
fucking
retard,
understand.
that's gonna be the motivation for the fact that epistemology is probably going to be selectively
Why are you
inquiring
unmuting me?
about knowledge, you
Why are you
fucking
unmuting
retard.
me?
It can literally talk about doxastic attitudes, which
Why are you
are
unmuting, bitch?
attitudes.
Why are you unmuting?
Yeah, I can't unmute because you're fucking wrong, dude. You think that epistemology is going to be selectively talking about knowledge when that's not true, right? I know we don't want this to be moderated because he's getting overtalked. Hello. Okay, so Ray, don't have a crash out. Don't have a crash out. I'm literally stereo. I'm just gonna be over you, okay?
Yo,
This is just bad for you, okay? Hey, no,
Listen,
don't mute me, don't mute me. I won't agree to moderation if you impose moderation. I'm just gonna.
Yo,
No, I'm not
hey,
gonna
say mute
mute.
this kid,
You're
bro.
just confused. Wait, hold on.
Opposite.
No, we're not
Yo,
gonna. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Mute this kid.
We're not gonna do that.
Oh my fucking gosh. This guy's actually confuzzled upon
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Oh my fucking gosh.
I don't agree to moderation. Yeah, so you're just confused on basic epistemology because epistemology doesn't have to be selectively talking about knowledge. It can also talk about doxastic attitudes, which are propositional attitudes that describe what the world is according to an fucking agent. And you're just fucking confused on what these are. Beliefs are literally beliefs are only a part of knowledge under a reductive account of knowledge, which as that conduction. Yeah, we're talking about epistemic agnostic. Nobody that's philosophy. We can talk about philosophy of science. Yeah, we can talk about philosophy of science. Let's talk about political philosophy. But you're a low tier and you can't do those topics.
What do you take? Tell me.
You want to talk about right libertarianism and its distributive justice?
I don't study that.
Okay, you don't study that. Okay, that's not my problem.
We're both gonna be well versed on, right? For example, do you
just name one topic in political theory that you know. Wait, I never said I agree to theology. I'm literally retired on theology. I'm literally retired on that topic, you retard. What the fuck is this queer ass tranny on, bro? Yo, Ray, shut up, nigga. I already told you, literally retired on all of these topics besides philosophy of science and political philosophy, right?
Only losers do philosophy of science.
Dude,
I don't know why you do that shit.
Yo, what? I won't do any of those topics. I only do philosophy of science and political philosophy. But you can literally talk about the epistemic agnosticism part because you got blown the fuck out and you thought that beliefs entail knowledge or something like that. No, I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know. Wait, I know what? I know what?
I have a topic.
No, I'm not gonna let you talk. Wait, hold on. What did you say?
Materialism, yes or no? Do you want to go over that?
Do I know what?
Bayesian speculative materialism. Do you accept or deny this? If you want to, we can go into.
Okay, but type that out because your accent is fucking terrible.
Your accent is worse than mine, by the way. You sound like a fucking.
Nigga, shut the fuck up. Just
no way. You're
type this out in type. Nigga, you're not close to being articulate. This is bad for the optics. Optics in your case, yeah.
Look at the optics right here. Do you accept this or reject this, bitch? Accept or reject this?
Accept or reject what, nigga? I just literally told you to type that out in chat, nigga.
Gosh, do you not see what I typed, bitch?
Okay, where did you do that? Okay, let's see what you did. I don't do that. I take reliability of physicalism. Do you know what reliability of physicalism is?
You said what? The reliability? The what?
Oh my fucking god! Do you know what I'll just type that out.
Only in fiction debates. I don't go into physicalism. That's actually fucking retarded. No way.
Oh my god, you don't know what that is? Okay, that's crazy.
We're going
that's
into
like
philosophy.
Low tier level
materialism
philosophy
is
of mind.
literally a philosophical stance. Do you want to go into this, yes or no?
Wait, hold on. Philosophy of mind isn't philosophical. That's crazy. What?
I never did you think that? Philosophy of mind. Are you slow?
Okay, now you're mad. Okay, now you're just mad. Okay, so do you think that physicalism is philosophical? Do you think it is? Wait, hold on. Do you think physicalism is fucking philosophical or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? It's a binary question. Why are you ducking? Why are you ducking a binary question? Hello. Yo, Ray, why are you ducking a fucking binary question, dude? Why are you ducking a binary question?
Yes or no? Yes or no? On what I just typed right here.
I don't do that topic. Wait, I don't do that topic. We can talk about realizability physicalism.
No, I don't fucking go into physicalism unless it's like a fictional topic.
Yeah, I'm going to that shit either. Yeah.
Okay, on what? On physicalism? Sure. What's your position on physicalism? I don't even.
We could say physicalism is true.
hold on, stop. Yo, for an FYI, for the
For the recording,
I
okay, for the recording,
don't even fucking study, bro. Watch. Reform, you said what?
I said
What's your claim
what?
of this question, though? What's your claim? What do you uphold to?
What's my claim? We could talk about whether scientific anti-realism is true.
Sorry, what? Your shitty ass accent, what?
No, I said we can debate on whether scientific realism is true.
Scientific realism, sure. What's your claim on scientific realism? What position do you hold on?
I think scientific anti-realism is true. Do you know what scientific anti-realism is?
You just said realism and anti-realism. What the fuck are you upholding to, you dumbass bitch?
Dude, I literally told you I uphold to anti-realism, which is going to be directly denying realism, right?
Anti-realist. Okay, anti-realism, go. Okay, so that's the topic. If anti-realism is gonna be permissible or impermissible, so I'm gonna.
No, that's not the topic. That's not the topic. I don't agree. I don't agree. I never agreed. The topic is whether or not scientific anti-realism is true or not.
Okay, sure, yeah. No, not true. I don't uphold the truth. I don't know why we're upholding the truth here.
Okay, what's gonna be the argument?
We can subscribe
to, like,
the argument?
What's the argument? What's the argument? What's the argument? What's the argument?
Okay, sure. The reason why we should adopt, like, what's called? Well, the reason why we can just, like, not subscribe to truth in this sense is because wait, stop. I'm giving you the argument. I'm giving you the argument. Yo, shut the hell up, you dumb bitch. I'm giving you the argument.
Can you not stutter, please?
I'm giving you the argument. Why are you still talking, you fucking
Yeah, and what's the argument? Don't stutter.
Why are you still talking? I'm giving you the
You're
argument.
nervous.
You're
nervous.
But you're not.
You're generally nervous. Yeah, this is bad for the optics. You're nervous, dude.
I'm not careless.
Your mic is trash too.
I'm fucking Ray, you dumb bitch. I'm not gonna let you
your mic is trash, fun.
So shut the hell up and
I'm over you. What the fuck?
I'm gonna give you an argument. Give me fucking debate. Anyways, the reason why.
Wait, hold on. So before you, hold on. We don't even need the argument. I'll just agree to the permissibilities here. Yeah, I'll agree to the permissibility thing. No, wait, hold on. We're gonna talk about the permissibility thing, okay? No, I'm not arguing. Nigga, just tell me. Do you agree to the proposition that scientific realism is permissible? Do you want that to be the topic, or yes or no?
Reform. You asked me
for an argument. Reform. Shut the fuck up, dude. Just answer my question. Even if I grant the fucking permissibility premise, let's just see you say whether or not.
Let me give the argument. The argument then.
Wait, hold on. Are you willing to uphold scientific realism?
No, I'm not.
Wait, hold on.
Upholding scientific realism because you're
no, wait. Okay, I'm an anti-realist, so what? Oh my god.
Okay, so wait, you're saying that scientific realism or scientific anti-realism is true? Which one?
I'll just say, hold on.
Oh my fucking gosh!
Which one do you want to talk about?
We're not even.
Which one do you want to talk about?
Dude, dumbass. Answer my question, bitch. And you're on fucking mute. Oh my fucking gosh. Anyways, I'll give you an argument as to why we should not subscribe to truth, bro. Sure. So truth would basically just fit under an acceptability.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, go on mute, wait.
Okay. My fucking gosh, this actual shitty ass fucking loads here. This is the best in your fucking server, Heisei? Oh my fucking god, bro. I'm actually gonna dominate this. Gosh, bro, Reform, you're fucking dog shit, bro. Honestly, I'm your fucking daddy. Oh my gosh. I gap you by 2 fucking tiers. Shitty ass fucking low tier. All you fucking do is politics, bro. Fucking Charlie Kirk clone. Oh my fucking gosh. Stop inquiring from Charlie Kirk, you dumb bitch. Or I fucking snipe you. Anyways.
Yeah, so look, this guy just had a fucking crash out after I gave him back to ask. So we're just gonna agree to the fucking permissibility premise, and then we're going to be asking him whether we should uphold scientific realism is permissible or not. Do you think that scientific realism is permissible? Yo, Ray, do you think that scientific realism is permissible? No, wait. I'm not talking about truth. Okay? I just want you to talk about whether or not scientific realism is permissible. So are you going to give me the argument as to why scientific realism is permissible? Yo, Ray, don't do this shit. It's not good for the optic. I'm literally over you in this recording. Yeah, so hey, Ray.
Why are you still talking? Dumbass low. Why are you still fucking talking? Why are you still talking?
Yo.
Why are you still talking?
No, I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking. Do something about it, nigga.
You asked me a question.
Yeah, okay, I'll ask you the question. And the question. No, that's not the question I'm going to be asking. I'm not asking you the question.
I don't know why you're trying to interrupt me.
What question did you ask? Wait, hold on. What question did you ask?
I'm gonna keep on talking. I don't fucking care. You're gonna shut the fuck up.
Okay, dude. Yeah, just keep talking. You're a fucking good bitch, and you're just holding, and you're getting overtalked right now. Actually, your mic is so trash. In the recording, I'll be over you because I'm stereo, right?
Anyways, I'm gonna give
you the argument. And this nigga is fucking ass. Okay, no, I'm not. I don't want the argument about truth. Okay, I'm just gonna grant the permissibility thing. Okay, I'll grant beyond the epistemology. I'll grant Deontic epistemology. This nigga is so ass. I just told him that I
Basically,
grant
acceptability condition is
Deontic
basically like the
epistem.
model in which we use to like accept like a certain argument,
Yo,
or like it's
Ray,
a basically a model
Ray,
stipulation in which we
Ray.
accept an
I
argument with
literally
premisses
told you that I'm going to be fucking.
which is going to refer to the rightness or the wrongfulness of something. So truth would basically just be inquired in this, right? Truth would be its own acceptability condition in this sense, right? And basically, the reason why we should adopt a deontological epistemology in a sense is because it would be basically like its own system, right? Instead of it being like some sort of like one-trick pony acceptability condition, which is actually just fucking retarded, right? So true. Basically, if we're subscribing
Ray,
to truth, right?
hey,
So if we're
dude.
subscribing to truth,
No, no,
it's
no.
basically like
Okay, I'll let you
balancing
finish. I'll let you
by bringing
finish. Okay, I'll let you finish. I'll let you
because it's so
finish.
fucking
But
baseless, right? Obviously, this fat ass Indian bitch like fucking reform is gonna break
this
the
guy
fucking
is
tooth.
so confused. This guy cannot even track the conversation because I
Body
granted him fucking
can be its own
deontological
system under which
epistemology and
we
then
exist
asked
in
him a
splendor,
fucking
which is why
binary
we invite
question and he happened to
ontological
dodge that
epistemology,
question,
which
right?
invites
Because this guy's a
normativity.
fucking retard who
Ethics
cannot
is
even
basically
track what I said.
right? Outside of
Yo,
fucking
so,
truth. And obviously,
yo,
since we're going to be rejecting
hello?
truth, we're going to
Ray,
be rejecting traditional epistemology, and we're
Ray,
going to be accepting
Ray,
deontological
Ray,
epistemology. So yeah, if you
yo,
have a
Ray.
problem with deontological epistemology, I want your refutation
Dude,
against deontological epistemology, right? So that's going to be my entire argument as to why we should
oh,
subscribe to alethic nihilism here, because that's the truth. It's just going to be so fucking baseless. It's going to be broad, and it's just trying to fucking balance your fat ass on a fucking toothpick, bro. You're obviously going to fucking break the toothpick, bro. Like, imagine
you
reform is
fucking
truth.
fat ass nigga. This nigga is so fucking fat. The
A
dinosaurs
basic
literally
it's just
compared to
like
this nigga,
something
bro.
that's
The
baseless,
dinosaurs
right?
are literally
Obviously,
fucking
reform's
not
bias is
fat compared
obviously
to this
gonna
nigga.
break this fucking toothpick
Yeah,
because he's a
so
fucking
look,
floater.
so
All right, so
look,
reform.
Ray.
That's my
So I'm
argument.
just
Are you
gonna
gonna
say
accept
this,
this, Leo?
okay? I
Reform.
already
Are you gonna
granted
accept
you
this argument?
deontological epistemology
Reform.
prior to you
Are you gonna
giving
accept
the
my
fucking
argument?
argument. No, I already granted you deontological epistemology, so are you going to be giving me the
Okay,
argument as to
so
why
we're subscribing
scientific
to
realism is
analysis. So
permissible?
you just fucking consider you dumbass. Yo, you just subscribing,
No.
bro. Your argument uses
Yeah.
Alethea. Your argument uses
No, I
Alethea.
don't
You
agree.
fucking. Oh my
No,
god,
I
that's
don't.
actually
I don't have to.
actually
Wait, hold on.
part of
I never made an
you fucking.
argument. One,
Yo,
I
you
never
got
make it. I never
yo,
made
you
an
just fucking
argument. Yeah, it's in the rec, you retard. I never made
wait,
an
I can
argument.
explain
And
why you
second of all,
succeeded. Do
I
you want me to
already
explain why?
said
Do you want me
I
to
can
explain why
grant
reform, reform,
deontological.
reform,
No, you
reform, bro? Let me explain. Let
this
me
nigga.
explain why this kid just actually just fucking conceded, bro. Hey, say, okay, thank you, right? So basically, the permissibility upon reform's position uses alethea, right? Which just says that basically just everything's gonna be true, or more than that. Sorry, not just that everything's gonna be true, but more than that, right? It just talks about truth. So basically, as long as truth is denied, then his whole fucking position is just fucking crumbled to a fucking dust, right? Because this fucking shitty ass debater reform accepted deontological epistemology, right? So now obviously, accepting deontological epistemology is not inherently a concession. So how do we entail concession from this? Very simple, right? For the recording. So I purported that instead of adopting to alethea or adopting some sort of alethic position upon scientific anti-realism or whatever this fucking dumbass retard just tried to uphold to, um, we're gonna be subscribing to deontological epistemology, which rejects truth. It reject reform. Hear this. It rejects truth. It rejects it. Not that it doesn't completely subscribe to that. Oh, if you're a deontological epistemologist, you're an alethic analyst. No, that's not necessarily tautological with what it means to not subscribe to truth, right? That's just completely eliminating the concept versus just not subscribing to it. You can still uphold to some sort of like alethic position while upholding to deontological epistemology, right? Because I already fucking gave you my argument as for why deontological epistemology would be greater than fucking alethea or subscribing to some sort of alethic claim. So what did reform do to concede here? Sure, I'll motivate that, right? So reform reform subscribed to deontological epistemology, which, like I said, just argued for what's called not subscribing to truth. So he's basically subscribing to a position that's gonna be not contradicting, but it's gonna be opposing truth. And guess what reform's claim needs to be inquired from it to be true. It's subscribed to truth. It's subscribed to truth. So basically, Reform just fucking conceded because he's a fucking dumbass low tier.
Oh,
Fucking ass, fucking tier four. Phosphorus, please be quiet. This guy Reform just fucking conceded. Reform, we can conclude, bro. This is just very fucking ass. Your ass
If I'm going, bro, why are you like stunned, bro?
yo, Ray, yo, cross go on mute. Alright, Ray, so since you're a fucking dumb fuck, One Piece character looking ass nigga, so I'll just say this, I never made a bold claim on whether or not the proposition is scientific anti-realism is true. What I said was, I oppose to scientific anti-realism. That doesn't have to be whether it's true or not, you fucking retard. I never specified whether I'm talking about truth in that claim. I later on meant to say, okay, since you have a disagreement with whether with having the proposition as uh whether it's true or not, right? Since you're a fucking whatever you say, you subscribe to like the ontological epistemology, right? And you're going to be abandoning the concept of truth and not abandoning, but you're just going to be like no holding to it, right? So I was like, okay, yeah, let's agree to that, right? Not because I conceded to the point that not because I conceded to well fucking that my proposition was fucking scientific anti-realism is permissible, right? I never just said that scientific anti-realism is true. I never said that, you retard. I just said I uphold it. Me forming a belief towards it doesn't necessarily have to be about whether or not it is true, right? I can make it about form it about anything, right? I can just model the fucking belief system about anything else, even not truth, right? And here's what the confusion stems from. You assumed I was talking about truth when it was not talking about truth, okay? Right? And since you're a fat nosed dumb fuck who didn't realize I was never talking about truth, since whether we are talking about truth was disputed in the first place, I just said, okay, let's abandon truth since you don't agree to it, and I don't wanna cause a fucking argument, right? On that, right? So I just let you. So I just granted you the ontological epistemology. So then I uphold scientific anti-realism. So let's see, um, what that would mean, right? Now that could mean like a plethora of things, right? But in the context of the ontological epistemology, that's just going to mean whatever your truth condition is, right? I suppose it's going to be some, acceptability condition, right? So I'm just going to be saying, yeah, it's acceptable, and you're going to be saying scientific realism is acceptable. And since you're taking scientific realism, which is like a much more heavyweight claim, right? So I want you to justify that scientific realism is acceptable. And I'll be going on mute. Hey, say you can unmute this fat nose nigga. So yeah, unmute this queer tranny.
Okay, so this oh my god, this guy's actually fucking retarded. Okay, so I can clearly tell how you're fucking pissing your pants because you're shitty ass fucking low tier. So number one, I'm just not gonna ignore your fucking clear blunder here because you're actually fucking pissing your pants. He said I'm gonna be inquiring from truth here. When the fuck did I ever even say this? Obviously you corrected yourself, but I'm just gonna fucking insult you for this, right? I don't care if you corrected yourself. I'm actually just gonna fucking insult you for this the entire fucking discussion, right? I'm talking about fucking truth conditions. I'm actually fucking not
Okay, wait, hold on, Ray. So you agree that I never made a blunder and you're
unmute
just
yourself.
talking, right? Hold on. So you agree that I never made a
Why
blunder.
would you unmute yourself? Why would
You
you?
agree
Yo,
that I
listen, put a
never
mouse
made a
over
blunder.
mute. Yo, put a
You
dog
already
collar on
agreed that
him.
I never
Put
made
a
a
leash on
blunder.
him. Put a leash on reform. Put a leash on reform. Good
Hey,
fucking bitch.
hey,
Yo,
chill,
Demetri,
chill, chill,
shut the
chill,
hell up.
chill,
Demetri,
chill,
shut the hell
chill.
up.
Hey,
Demetri,
chill,
shut the
chill,
hell up.
chill.
Alright. Good
Hey,
fucking bitch. Reform. Good fucking bitch.
hey,
You're my good
hey,
little fucking boy.
hey,
Fucking.
I didn't mean to
Chill out.
freaking
I'm gonna
talk
respond to
shit.
him. I'm gonna respond to him now because this
All right,
guy's
just make
actually.
your response then, bro. Make your response. I'm only
Okay.
muting y'all so y'all can make
Demetri,
your
reform.
response, bro.
Even if it was the case that your claim wouldn't be talking about whether it's true or not. The system in which you're stipulating it from is whether the claim is going to be true or not. We can be talking about, oh, is scientific realism true or not, but that can be just talking about like some sort of thing that's indexical to the claim, right? But what if we just index it to the system that stipulates the claim, you fucking retard? Then guess what? That still leads to the fucking concession, you dumb bitch, right? Now, let's go on to you asked me to motivate scientific realism or whatever that fucking shit is. Number one, it's fucking kind of crazy how you're trying to get me to motivate a concept in which I don't even fucking study on. So here's what I'm gonna fucking do to you, right? I'm gonna spend 20,000 murders on you, and you're not gonna fucking do shit, right? So number one, what epistemic claim do you uphold to? Number two, what ontological claim do you uphold to? Number three, what semantical claim do you uphold to? Number four, why can't your languages be non-cognitive, right? Number five, What else? Why should I even adopt your existence? Right? Number 6, what's gonna be your theory of justification? Number 7, what's gonna be theory of argumentation? And number 9, what's gonna be your speech act theory? And if you choose to be skeptical on this, if you choose to deny these burdens, I want you to motivate the skepticism and I want you to motivate the deniability, right? The only thing that you can really do here is question the relevancy of the burdens. And I am perfectly fine with giving motivation as for why you should answer all these burdens. You fucking absolute retard. Thank you for getting 10,000 burdens upon yourself. You can, I'll go on mute now. You can respond.
Okay, so let's just see this monkey doing his trick for the rhetoric, right? He just happened to burden spam because that's what he sees his daddy hero do, right? So I'm just going to be asking you to motivate that these burdens are going to be substantive, and then I want you to motivate your conceptual scheme under which you're going to be operating the fact that my skepticism is going to need burdens, and then I want you to fucking uh motivate that your conceptual data model even includes you existing, right? Not going to fucking flip that burden on you, right? And then I want you to fucking justify that your fucking conceptual data model um is not going to be including ontological parasites, right? And that's supposing that you know what those are, and obviously you don't know what those are, right? That's funny. Okay, so now look, you made the claim that when I'm upholding uh scientific altruism is just going to be doing X, Y, Z or whatever. But I don't agree that in my epistemology that belief is necessarily going to be stipulated about truth, okay? I just think that's your thought that can conform to a fucking hybrid sort of epistemology. I just want you to just justify how I need to how I must hold to fucking traditional epistemology, and where did I hold to a traditional epistemology since you're going to be dodging these questions too, right? And if you're going to be, well, fucking saying how are these questions substantive, right? Then I want you to justify your conceptual scheme under which you operate, and I want you to give your fucking model in which of skepticism, and then I want you to give your model of how this sort of skepticism is going to be wait,
Yo, why is it silent, bro?
Yo,
Someone
yo,
let him be quiet.
yo.
Shut up, nigga. Shut up, nigga.
This is sorry ass debate, Brian. Man.
Hey, reform. All right, my bad. I didn't hear if he said he was done or not.
Okay, so this actually was a
Bro,
fucking dimwit, dumbass retard. Oh my fucking gosh. Okay, so number 1, I hope that you know what a conceptual schema is, right? Because the properties, wait, so why can't it just be the case that the properties of a conceptual schema will be, I guess, encompassed by the burdens that I posit upon you, right? So motivate that. What's it called? As for the whole fucking truth part, I don't even fucking remember like what you were even fucking talking about. I think you were talking about how well my claim is inquiring from truth in general, blah blah blah. How we inquiring from traditional epistemology. We can go back into the recording. You were literally fucking subscribing to some sort of like fucking truth system, right? But let's just say hypothetically you're not even subscribing to truth here. That's perfectly fine. You're still just gonna be like trying to like I guess reply to all my burdens here, right? Now let's motivate the relevancy behind these burdens, right? So number 1, an epistemic claim that you would be upholding to would be revolving knowledge, right? So how we obtain these certain type of things that need semantical content or need some sort of ontological acceptability here, right? So that's the reason for the epistemic burden. For the semantic burden, it literally just like talks about fucking like the semantical content of these things, the meaningfulness of these things, which will obviously be fucking necessary, right? Because we need semantics to perform some sort of utterance. We need semantics for descriptions, for identifications, for transmissions, all this fucking shit. So you're obviously just being a fucking disingenuous fucking burger trying to avoid these burdens, right? Now onto the ontological burden. The reason why we need to respond to this burden is because it talks about existence, the existence of the utterance itself. Now, reform. If you go for the traditional refute saying, yeah, well, why can't you be the case that languages would be ontological or like just relative with each other, I want you to motivate that if you would go down that route, right? Now, continuing with the ontological burden, obviously it talks about existence. Oh, Cypher, who's winning? I'm giving actual fucking bag shots on this fucking guy. I never said that our language can be ontological. I said tautological, fucking retard. I'm not fucking LARPing, you dumb bitch. Anyways, onto the ontological motivation, right? Or onto the motivation for the ontological burden. It basically just talks about existence and the existence of language in a sense, right? So you to stipulate some sort of like ontological claim here, right? And obviously with some sort of epistemic claim and semantical claim. And not only that, the ontological burden would actually be the most relevant burden here because it talks about the existence of language. And without the existence of language, we can't even go into semantical contents. We can't go into how we even obtain these semantical contexts. We can't go into knowledge and how we obtain knowledge, right? So we can't go into epistemology, we can't go into meta epistemology, and we can't go into any semantics at all without even clarifying some sort of ontological claim, right? Because you're fucking retard, you fucking dumb bitch. Your claim inquires from the ontological epistemology, which you just accepted from, right? So if you're trying to ask me for the relevancy behind ontology, then you're basically just trying to fucking put yourself in a fucking what's called a fucking hole of burdens, dumb bitch. I'm not a fucking gibberator, you just fucking ass. Anyways, what's it called? Oh yeah, the four other burdens. Then obviously the theory of justification, right? Um, anyways, theory of justification just goes into like, after we address like the ontological claims and the acknowledgeable claims going to epistemology. After we basically just like go over all of this.
Epistemology.
Yo, shut the hell up, dumbass bitch. Who the fuck are you unmuting for yourself for? Anyways,
Muting myself for.
Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. I'm talking here.
Don't talk to that
Anyways,
nigga like that, bro. Who cares?
anyways, after you basically just give all of those three claims, right? Then we would go into like theories of argumentation, theories of justification. Here, obviously, after we are inquired from epistemology, semantics, ontology, the reason why it'd be relevant is because you need all of those three criterions for something to be justified or for justification. Simply just go, bro. CC, respectfully, bro. Like Casey, you got to remute him. But yeah, that's why you would need to motivate the justificatory burden, right? Crossroads, shut the hell up, you fucking dumb bitch, right? Anyways. And then after we go on to theories of justification, we're going to be going to theories of argumentation. So, Casey, I think you need to like mute everyone here, like stream mute everyone here, or just like turn off their soundboards. Anyways,
Alright, hold on,
I'll do
hold
that,
on.
bro. I'll be quiet.
right. Anyways, after when are you gonna be done? Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna be talking for a while here, right? I want to make sure I confuse you the best way I can. Yo, Crossroads, shut the hell up, you fucking dumb bitch. I'm gonna beat your daddy, Reform, right? And I'm gonna fucking put BT on you if you want to. We can literally debate right after I fucking
Yo, bro, just shut the fuck up, bro. You're just like repeating the same
Crossroads,
shit.
shut your
Like,
bitch ass
Cross, shut the hell up, bro.
dumbass.
Cross, shut the hell up, bro. Bro, you should like say something else, bro. Yeah, that's you're just like repeating the same shit. Like, you're just talking fast.
Hey, chill. Let him respond to reform.
Wait, Alan.
That's it, bro.
Alan. Wait, does dude? Who's this nigga? Oh my fucking god! Yo,
Yo,
can we
whoever's
kick
playing
this
the
nigga from
soundboard,
BC, bro?
wait, who's playing the
Bro,
soundboard? I
you
didn't even see it.
big ass nigga, bro.
Yo,
You
it's
big ass nigga.
Hey, be quiet, bro.
it's the ultimate flux maxer, dude. It's the ultimate flux maxer, dude.
Reform,
Yeah,
you gotta
dude.
be
Wait,
done.
hold on. No,
Yo,
hold on, dude. Ray, hold on.
Yo, chill.
Hey,
We're
say,
trying.
sir,
We're trying to get the
freedom.
problems out the way, bro. We're trying to get the
Yeah,
problems out the
hey,
way,
see,
bro.
I'm sorry,
Chill.
but your fucking son Reform, I don't know why he's acting up. Especially Crossroads too. This bitch was asking amps from fucking subject who I actually fucking raped. So I don't know why you're trying to fucking do this.
Hey, leave it be, bro.
Anyways, theories of argumentation would basically just be inquire. It would just be coming after. Basically, just think about it like in sort of like chronological system, where you go the existence of language, and then after we identify the existence of language, the meaningfulness of it, and then after the meaningfulness of this language is going to be never asked from subject. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Anyways, I'm just gonna be going to my response here, right? So after we accept the meaningfulness of this, right, then we go into knowledge, right, epistemology here, right? How do we, from this meaningfulness, how do we even obtain whether something is going to be acceptable or declined here, right? And then after that, right, there's a justification. Basically, just goes after we basically just like submit to all of these criterions, which is going to be going into ontology, semantics, and just sorry, not justification and knowledge, right? The justification is not required from these three criterions, but it basically these three criterions need to be accepted in order to go into their justification, right? And obviously, the reason why they're relevant is because it goes over why something should be even accepted in the first place after it's already going to be acknowledgeable or meaningful or existential. And then for the theories of argumentation, that's going to be very relevant because it's going to be talking about how we're going to be positing our arguments or how we're going to be communicating through this debate, right? So, for example, we can come up with some sort of Socratic approach here, some sort of like Tolman model, Dung model, right? There's like all of these models, all these ways in which we can argue against each other, or we can even go into like how we even create arguments, like informal argumentation, formal argumentation, all that shit. And what's after that? Oh yeah, your speech act theory. Speech act theory basically just goes into pragma dialects. And pragma dialects just like goes over like how we like converge like disagreements within the dialect, right? So it's basically just gonna go over how we're gonna solve these things. Right? So for example, our so we're gonna be going over how we're even gonna be solving these disagreements and how we're even gonna come up with some sort of resolution from these disagreements, right? So that's gonna be the relevancy for all the burdens, right? Obviously, the motivation for your existence as well. That was just like a larping burden, honestly. But the main burdens is gonna go into what's called your epistemic claim, your semantical claim, your ontological claim, your theory of justification, and your theory of argumentation. And like I said, going back onto conceptual model every time, or sorry, the conceptual schema, yeah. So conceptual schema, what's it called? Why can't it just be the case that the properties of a conceptual schema or the properties that make up a conceptual schema, why can't it just be inquired from my burdens, right? So if you're incapable of motivating this, then it would simply just be questionnaire. And then obviously after that we can just conclude. I'm pretty sure we're already concluding though, but I don't know if you want to like expand upon the debate. I mean, you're clearly just getting fucking raped right now. That's basically about it. And upon the truth part, which I know like a while ago, I'll explain it right now. Even if we say that your argument isn't going to be stipulated from truth, or that like your system that's going to be indexable to isn't going to be stipulated from truth, you literally were talking about truth upon the position before we even had the discussion. You're talking about the truth aptness of scientific anti-realism or whatever that fucking shit is. So I don't know why you're still fucking LARPing. That's my response. You can click the statement slash response. But before you mute me, say, reform, right? So just letting you know, you're fucking dumbass, right? Slit your wrists. You're fucking low tier. And even if people say you want, I can just say that.
Yeah, all right, bro. All right, bro.
Yeah, he's go on mute, yeah. So first of all, this guy confused. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, so I have like a lot of things to say. I'm just gonna take like fucking 20 minutes. Over. So the first thing is he confused what a conceptual scheme and a conceptual schema is. Okay, a conceptual schema is synonymous with a fucking conceptual data model, and a conceptual data model is going to be the higher order representation of the entities and what relations they bear to each other in our ontology, right? While a conceptual schema is going to be the categorical and quantificational framework that we use to organize our empirical experience. And obviously, this low tier dumb fuck doesn't realize the distinction, right? Because this nigga just sees his daddy's debate on Discord and just larps shit from them, okay? So, so first thing, yeah, you can just, okay, now straight to come back. So first, so you just conflated a scheme and a schema. So that's just a blunder one. And the second blunder you made was saying that you don't have to like have your skepticism or whatever, how you model skepticism in your scheme, but that's just going to be false. No, I'm not blundering. You're confused. We get confused after this. Yeah, I'm just gonna save recording after this. So what's happening is first you blundered and conflated these two things. I'm not gonna do that. We're just going to save the recording on the opening or closing statements. So first you blended and conflated these things, and I think anyone here who's like decently knowledgeable on like meta ontology and just conceptual data modeling, right? Did like realize that this dude just fucking conflated this, right? And the second thing I wanted to talk about is the skepticism part. And yeah, obviously, how you're going to be like modeling skepticism, right, is obviously going to be presented in your scheme, because the scheme is just going to be your categorical and quantification framework. And to like categorize and quantify your fucking whether your credences and etc. about certain propositions, you're definitely going to need your schema for scheme, actually, not that scheme. You're going to need your scheme for that. I mean, without your scheme, you cannot do that, right? I think that's just normal, obviously. So, so that's the second thing, okay? You're going to need your scheme to map out your skepticisms, because you're going to be when you're going to be talking about skepticism, you're going to be like quantifying your credences about certain beliefs. Okay, so that's my answer. And second of all, the second thing I want to point out is the fact that you happen to um be confused on what burden I gave you. I gave you the burden that how are your burdens substantive, not how are your burdens relevant. Okay, so that's just blunder number two, since you couldn't track what I said. And now you're like engraved, right? You tried to do your tricks for the optics and whatever, and yeah, you just made like two blunders, right? So now I don't have to reply to anything that you have said, okay? Because yeah, I'm out of breath. That doesn't mean anything. Yeah, calm down, dude. That doesn't mean anything. So yeah, I'll take my time. So the third point we're going to be talking about. Yeah, man, cause I'm a low tier nigga, bro. So the third point I'm just gonna be talking about is your burden point. Yeah, so you were confused on the relevancy and substantive points, right? No, man, but that's just blunder number three, I think. Yeah, that's blunder number three. Okay, so let's see what you have done for now. Okay, so first you happen to conflate what a scheme and a schema is. That's blunder number one, and then blunder number two was you saying that you don't need to like specify and justify your scheme being fit for the inquiry to have skepticism, even though that's literally needed. Okay, so that's blunder number two, and blunder number three was if I remember correctly, right? Right. So the blunder number three was you saying, pretty sure. Yeah, wait, hold on. Wait. I already specified it. So the next point I want to go over is the deontic epistemology part again, right? So like the deontic epistemology part was kind of funny because it's just a byproduct of you failing to track, honestly. Like you were just confused on what I said. I asked you, do you want to talk about the proposition scientific anti-realism is true? And if you want to agree to that topic, then I can uphold the claim that scientific anti-realism is true. And I made the general claim that I uphold to scientific anti-realism. Okay. And that's a distinct claim from the truth of it. So obviously you fail to see the fucking conditional there. It's a subjunctive. No, I'm not done. I'm not done. What the fuck? Yeah, so you fail to see the fucking subjunctive conditional there, which is funny. Then Okay, then I granted you the ontological or whatever, the ontic epistemology, right? I granted you that because you weren't like agreeing to that proposition. So that means if you don't agree to that, then I'm not upholding to scientific empiricism being true, right? And about my traditional epistemology part, I never said that I uphold to traditional epistemology. You were just fucking confused, right? I can just take a hybrid sort of epistemology where I'm actually upholding a proposition to be sort of be any kind of thing, right? Like it doesn't have to be limited to truth only, obviously. And that's like pretty trivial. I think there's plenty of examples in literature, right? You can literally go search it up. There's like multiple like reconfigurations of fucking doxastic attitudes and whatever, right? And then the next part I want to talk about is just your relevancy part. And look, I don't even have to give a fucking ontology claim. Like I don't have to specify whether I hold to fiber ontology, process ontology, whatever. But I'm not going to talk about the relevance, okay? Because first, that's not what I asked for. So for now, you have made 4 blunders, and now you also like giving the argument for scientific realism being permissible or whatever. So I just won, and I'm just gonna say record.